Kind of a bittersweet moment because this is going to be the last video I film on my 2003 Dodge Ram 1500. I'm going to give you guys a quick rundown of this pickup truck. I'm going to start on the exterior and kind of cover everything, and then I'm going to move on here into the interior so that you guys can get a sense for the condition of this truck, anything that's wrong with it, what works, what doesn't, what I like about it, and then of course all of the negatives on this truck as well before coming to look at it, because I don't want to waste your time looking at, you know, $1,000 vehicle or $1,500 vehicle. So under the hood of this truck is the ultra reliable 5.7 liter Hemi. That's a positive. The negative here is that this motor is on its way out. And I wish that it was something simple like valve stem seals, but I think it's the piston rings themselves. So this motor is going to have to be rebuilt or replaced. So if you're looking for a 5.7 to rebuild, I mean, this one, you know, it only has 162 or 63,000 miles on it, so maybe it's worth it. I don't know. I've tried putting in ring seal or stop smoke or stop leak, or I don't even know what it was, but none of those products has helped with the truck. So unfortunately this motor is going to have to be replaced. Now you can drive it in its current state as long as you're constantly dumping oil into it. It burns about a quart every 40 to 50 miles, and I currently have 15 gallons of 15 gallons of high mileage oil in the truck ready to go for you guys. So yeah, unfortunately it's just so smoky. Apart from earning the nickname Smoky, I think this truck looks pretty good. It's lifted and it has 35s, a little bit oversized tires that are still in decent shape. We'll take a closer look at them in just a minute. Unfortunately, the paint on this truck is ruined. I don't know how to put it other than that. The clear coat here on the front bumper is in really terrible shape, and the ceramic type paint or powder coating that they used is cracking and peeling in a lot of spots. So there's a lot of cracks. There's some spots that are missing paint. There's a couple of faded spots as well, but the worst spot is right here on the passenger side door, and that's just peeling up. Truck's also a little rusty, especially on the running boards. The passenger side one isn't so bad, but the driver's side running board is pretty rusty, and it is a little bit loose and wobbly as well. They still work, and they're not going to fall off the truck. So if you want, you know, just something to bebop out around in the hills, those aren't going to be an issue. The only really major dent I can find on the truck is on the driver's side rear fender. It's a little bit of a bigger dent. It's definitely something that you can see. All of the lights on this truck work. The previous owner updated the reverse lights with these LEDs that are super bright. I absolutely love them because the back window is super ultra tinted, so it's really hard to see out of in the dark. So if you're backing up, you either have to open the slide window or just use your mirrors. He updated the front headlights with these brand new projector housing lights. They're a few years old now, but they're still super clear, and I think they look absolutely amazing. You get your little running LEDs here, blinker, and then of course your headlights with the halo LEDs. And then down here he also put in new fog lights, new halo projector fog lights, which work, and I think they look amazing as well. Somebody at some point had flames on the front of this truck that are either faded or have been removed, and the previous owner also had some vinyl on the back of the truck that I removed because this was a work truck, and it still has the sticky residue there, so you can see them very well. If I get time, I'll take that off with some alcohol. And then the tailgate works, so the plastic's peeling up around the sides of the bed a little bit. It's got a spray-in bed liner that is in really nice shape, and then it has the bed cover, bed topper that probably needs replaced, but it works right now for what we've been using it for. I don't think it leaks, and of course that works all really well. It's got a regular towing hitch, but your light hookup here does not work, so we never could get trailer lights to work on this truck. The rear tires on this truck are the worst ones. I'll show you kind of the tread depth with a quarter here. They're probably about to the wear indicators, but they're really not that bad. They're still like a 1/4 inch of tread there. They are a little weather checked, however, so I don't know, you might want to replace them depending on how much use you're actually going to be using this pickup. They are 35s. I have 2 or 3 smaller tires that come with this truck that are in pretty good condition, but again, they're smaller than these, and I don't have a complete set of them. These rims, they're really dirty, but they're also not in the best of condition, and you have that key style locking hub nut or lug nut, and I do have the key for that in the truck in the glove box. Then the last thing I'll mention on the exterior is this truck does have power mirrors and heated mirrors, which I believe both work. Coming into the interior of the truck, you can see that yes, it is super dirty. It's been being used as a work truck. There's a few little things missing here and there. The driver's side seat has the classic Dodge rip, so if you're buying this as a parts truck, just know that this seat is not usable. I love the Dodge single cab because of the space it has. So it has a flip up center console that works here and opens up as it should, and then underneath it there's a second storage compartment for, I don't know, maybe some drinks or ammo or just anything that you don't have room for in the cab. Seats 3 people with seat belts, and then behind both the driver and rear seat you get an extra 1.5 foot of storage space. And there's all the oil that I have for driving this truck around. It does not have automatic headlights, but you can easily turn them on here. Parking headlights, and then pull this out for your fog lights. Here's your cargo, dome light, and dimmer switch, which work perfectly. Also works when you open the door. Your steering wheel has cruise control on it. Cruise control, I guess, controls. Cruise control works good in this truck. It's got the 4-speed automatic transmission with option for overdrive off, so it's got tow haul. This truck's got 163,000 miles on it. The previous owner installed a switch here that does not work or does not go to anything. Not really sure what that was about. Coming further into the cab, you have the classic Dodge cup holders that fold up. This is a little sketchy because it won't come back down usually, so you have to grab it on the side to assist it. And then of course these cup holders extend or get smaller depending on the size of cup or bottle or whatever you've got in here. So that's kind of a nice feature that you can tuck that away if you have a third person riding with you. This truck also has a good climate control system. I do not know if the AC's worked. I've never owned it in a warm month to try it out, but the heater works very well. And of course you got your defroster, your AC controls here. Then this has an upgraded dual stereo radio system in it with a 7-inch touchscreen that folds out and flips up. This all works really well, gives the truck Bluetooth. The sound system sounds good. It's not amazing. I mean, it's an 03 sound system. And then up here you have your info display that will display temperature, your miles to the gallon, your estimated distance to empty, and also I believe your trip computer that can be up there or down here as well on the instrument cluster. Just equipped with your standard sun visors. Passenger side has a mirror. Truck inside is pretty dirty. Here's a little bit of an ashtray, and you got your 12-volt port down there. It's also 4-wheel drive. Both for high and low work as they should and really well. They don't make any noise when they're operating, so that's cool. So the driver's side window works. The passenger side window does not work either from that switch or the driver's side switch. And then you have a window back here that slides, and it actually works really well. Now this truck drives really good. I feel like it has plenty of power, but for some reason it smokes constantly. It's not just at startup. It's not just when you get on it. It smokes all the time, sometimes worse than others. And some of that smoke comes back into the cab a little bit. I think it's escaping from the oil filler cap, so I'm going to try to bungee strap that down, which is unfortunate because that passenger side window won't open. If you're looking for a truck to drive off-road or to drive out in the boonies or the hills for hunting or just for fun, then this would make a pretty good truck, provided that you fix something in the motor there. But I've only ever got 8 miles to the gallon out of it, so I don't think it would make a super amazing daily driver. Plus it has a chopped exhaust that is just a little bit too loud for my liking. Of course, it's really fun and cool to hear that 5.7 V8 purr, but for everyday driving around, it's just a little bit on the too loud side. So keep that in mind as well. Thank you so much for watching the virtual tour on my 2003 Dodge Ram 1500. If you're not subscribed to the channel, you're missing out on great content. I've had a lot of fun with this truck, and I have a lot of fun with my other vehicles. So if you're not subscribed to the channel, subscribe right now and hit that bell icon so that you're notified weekly when I upload a new video. Again, if you're not subscribed, subscribe, you're missing out. Go follow me on Instagram at UIVO_auto. If you're looking into buying this truck, it's in really rough shape. The motor's going out, price is negotiable. Come drive it, come look at it, make me an offer. But with all of that said, I hope you guys are doing great. Get out, enjoy your automotive ownership, and I'll catch you in the next video.